Hello everyone. So our today's problem statement is AI incident analysis system. So why we use this, why we want to create this. So in production system, when something breaks, so engineers don't get clean error messages, so they get massive unstructured log files. So analyzing these logs manually takes the time and depends heavily on experience and often delays incident resolution. So in this video, I will show you how to build an AI powered incident analysis system that automatically reads production logs, identifies the root cause and access severity and the suggest fixes using multiple Gen AI models. Okay, so the goal of the project is to reduce manual effort during production incidents by using generative AI and incident of engineers manually reading logs. The system analyzes them automatically and produces structured incident report that engineer can act on immediately. Okay, now why we use in the real world? So in the real companies like the fintech, e-commerce platform or the SaaS products, even if a few minutes of the downtime, it can lead of it can lead thousands of the financial losses. So faster incident analysis means faster recovery, and this is where AI driven operation, also known as the AIOps, it becomes extremely valuable. Okay, so this is our problem statement. Now we will start it to create. So first of all, we will understand how we will start this project and why. So in this project, I am using FastAPI. So we use the FastAPI because it is designed for building high performance production ready APIs, and it is fast, easy to scale and provide automatic API documentation, which is extremely helpful for debugging and integration. Okay, so now I will create my application. So for starting this project, I will open my terminal and first of all I will create the package. Now for starting any application we have to create a virtual environment, then we have to activate our virtual environment. So I will activate our virtual environment. Okay, now our problem, based on our problem statement, we have to create a requirement.txt. So I will create a requirements.txt here, and first of all I want fast API, then Uvicorn server, Uvicorn server. Now next is I want LangChain. Now for prompting I want LangChain core, and for connecting LangChain to Gemini I will use here LangChain Google GenAI, and for connecting to Groq I will use here LangChain Groq. Okay, and next is we have to use LangServe for creating API endpoint as in the REST API. Now next is python.environment for loading our secret credential to the main file, and for HTTP request I will use here request library. Okay, now That's it. So first of all, I will install all the packages in my virtual environment. Okay, so I am creating a steps.txt file where what is the agenda? So our agenda is to create a financial system analyzer, financial root case analyzer, and step number first, we will create virtual environment and activate it. Then step number two, we will create a requirements.txt and install it using this command on terminal, and the command is uv add -r requirements.txt. Okay, now next is we have to create our main file. So first of all, we will discuss why we create this file and what is the reason. So I am creating here a.py, right? So this file, this is the a.py file, is the backend service of our project and it exposes AI powered API using the FastAPI and LangServe that analyze production incident logs. Okay, so in this file we will first of all load our secret credentials, then next is we will set up our fast API. So we will create a fast API application. So fast API helps us the build performance APIs that are easy to test and the scale. Okay, and next is we will use uh, identic schemas. Identic schemas. Okay, so why we use this? Because this schemas defines what we expect from the Gemini model and it indicates the root cause, severity, and affected services and the analysis time. Okay, now next step will be we will do prompt engineering. So in this step we will first of all we have two LLM API keys. The first is Gemini API key and the second is Groq API key. So the Gemini API key, for the Gemini API key we have a prompt that this prompt instructs to Gemini to behave like a senior DevOps engineer and extract only analytical information from the raw logs. Okay, and it understand the incident and the classify the severity and identify the impacted services. Okay, so there will be Gemini prompt we have, and the next is we have Groq prompt. So for the Groq, this Groq prompt focus on the resolution and it takes the structured analysis from the Gemini and generate immediate and long-term fixes. So I repeat, first of all, Gemini prompt instruct to behave like a senior DevOps engineer and extract only analytical information from the raw logs. And the Groq prompt focus on the resolution, so it takes the structured analysis from the Gemini and generate immediate and long-term fixes. Okay. Now the next step will be we have our API routes. So using the LangServe, we expose each AI pipeline as an API endpoint. Okay, so like slash Gemini slash analyze, it will identify an incident analysis, and slash Groq slash fix, it will fix the recommendations. Okay, so the LangServe automatically handles input and output and serialization, which simplifies the deployment. Okay, so we will start this. Our virtual environment is ready, our requirements is ready. Now our .env, okay, so in this file .env we have Gemini API key and Groq API key. Okay, now we will start. First of all, we will import all the libraries here. So I will import from FastAPI. I am importing here FastAPI. Okay, and then next is I am import for prompting. So LangChain core dot prompts. I am importing the chat prompt template. Now next is for Gemini, I am creating LangChain Google Gen AI. I am importing here chat Google Generative AI. Okay. Now next is for LangChain Groq. LangChain Groq. I am importing here chat Groq. Now next is from the LangServe. I am importing the add routes. And now next is I will import .env for importing my secret credentials to main file. Okay, so from .env I am importing here load.env. Now next is from Pydantic I will import the base model. Now next is from typing I am importing here list, and for operating system I am importing here OS, and for logging I am importing here import logging. Now for actual current date time I am importing here date time. Okay, done. Now step number first, we will load our secret credentials. So I am importing my secret credential, load from the .env. So I will load my, first of all I will import my Google API key. Okay, so it is present in my .env file. So I am importing get environment of my Google API key. Now next is my Groq API key. So Groq API key will be Groq API key. Okay. Now next I will log in. So for logging, I will import basic config and this level will be logging dot info. Okay, so first of all we will import all the packages, then we will import all the secret credentials to the main file. Now we will set up the logging. Now we will create a fast API application. Okay, so we will create a fast API application. So I am creating a variable whose name is the app, and the fast API title will be AI incident root cause analyzer, and the version will be, we can define any like the 2.0. Okay, now what is the next step? Our next step is we have to define our pydantic schemas. So our app is initialized. Now we have to define our schemas. So schema. Okay, I am creating two classes here, first for Gemini analysis and second for final incident report. So my first class will be Gemini analysis with the base model, and it will find the root cause will be in the string format, and the severity, it will be in the string format, and the affected services, it will also in the list of string format. And next is analysis time, it is also in the string format. Right now, so this schema for the Gemini analysis. Now next is we have the final incident report. So I will create final incident report. I will import the base model from the pydantic, and here the root cause will be in the string format, and the severity is also in the string format, and affected services is also in the string format, and immediate fix, it will also in the string format. Now the long term prevention, it will available also in the string format. Now analysis time, it is also available in the string format. Right, so we have load our secret credential, then we create a fast API application, then we created a pydantic schema. Now we have to create two prompts for Gemini and the Groq. Okay, so now next is we have to write our prompts. So first of all I am writing here Gemini prompt, and the prompt will start from the chat prompt template, from template I am using here string. Okay, now I am struck here. You are a senior DevOps SRE, and you have to you have to analyze the production incident logs and then return only valid JSON. Okay, and the we want root cause and severity. This will be for low and medium and high and critical. Okay, now next is affected services. So affected services. Now next is analysis time in the term of ISO timestamp. Okay, and next is incident logs, and I will post my logs. That's it. Okay, so this is my Gemini prompt. Now for the Groq prompt, I will again create chat prompt template. So chat prompt template dot from template. Now again you are a senior SRE but fixing production issue based on this incident analysis. Please suggest the fixes and return only the valid JSON. Okay, and we have to return immediate fix. Now next is root cause. Root cause, this will be root cause. Okay, so root cause will be root cause. Now next is severity. This will be severity. Now next is affected services. So affected services, and it will affected services, right? Done. Okay, so our prompts are ready, our schemas are ready, FastAPI initialization is done, yeah, secret credential loaded to the main file. Done. Now we have to create our API routing. Okay, So for this, we have to initialize our models for Gemini and for the Groq. Now I am writing our models. So first model for the Gemini. So Gemini model will be Chat Google Generative AI, and the model will be Gemini 2.5 flash, and next is the temperature. This will be 0.3. Okay, now I am structured. I want the structured output using the Gemini analysis. Okay, this Gemini analysis is this class. We have defined this schemas. Okay, now next is for the Groq model. So I am writing here Groq model. This will import the chat Groq. Okay, and the model will be LLaMA 3.1, 8 billion parameter and instant. Okay, that's it. And okay, and we will not define its classes. Done. Okay, so chat Groq model is ready, and now we will API routing. We will perform the specific routing here. So I am import the add routes, the LangServe. First of all, app. What is the app? App is the variable name of initializing our the FastAPI. Then we will provide it Gemini prompt hit to the Gemini model. Okay, and the path will be slash Gemini slash analyze. Okay, so Gemini model is this, and Gemini prompt is this. Now next, for the Groq routing, I am again creating add routes app and the Groq model, sorry, the Groq prompt hit to the Groq model, and the path will be slash Groq slash fix. Okay, I think everything is done, and how can we run this if everything is working or not? How can we test it? So for this I will use the Uvicorn. I will activate my virtual environment now. Uvicorn, this is the file name, app, this is the FastAPI name, and I want to reload. If I click on this follow link, then I will click on this docs. One second. So we will check here. Okay. So I will import this UV add SSE star lit. Okay, now again I will click on this. Now for this docs. Okay, now it is loading. That's it. This is our title name, AI Incident Root Cause Analyzer version 2.0, and this is the Gemini for the Gemini Analyze, and this is for the Groq fix. Right. I think everything is working here. We can get and post our requests. Done. And here we can see the LangServe is open and it is showing me the final path, and all the response is getting 200. Okay, done. Now next is we have to create our b.py. Okay, so we will create b.py file. Now this will, the agenda of this file is, this will be the client script that will actually calls our Gemini, and then it will send to the Groq. Okay, so I am importing my requests here, so I am importing request. Now next I will import my UUID. Now for date time I am importing date time. Right. Now my base URL will be HTTP. Then I am working on localhost, so I am mention here localhost to 8000 port. Okay. Now next is we have to create a sample log. Okay, in production we will fetch the log, but here it is working on node, so for this I am creating a sample log. In this I am passing my incident logs. So here I mentioned 2025 0118 and the time 21:45, and it is facing error connection timeout error. Okay, now the service will be payment service, and next is dependency. It will be for Redis cache. Now next is the timeout while connecting to Redis cluster. Okay, and this is 6379. Okay, so I am creating a sample incident log, and the error was the connection timeout error. Okay, now next is what I actually want. So I will create a function. This will be petty print. I want the report and the incident ID. I want the incident ID, right? So first of all, I want that please provide me the message, and the message was the incident analysis report. Okay, and then print this value, and then the print I want the incident ID. So for this I am mentioning here incident ID. This will be incident ID, incident ID, right? Now next is I am printing here root cause, and this will be report to root cause. Okay, so report of root cause done. Now next is I want severity, so I am mentioning here severity, and this will again hit the report of severity. Done. Now next is affected services, so I am mentioning here affected services, and this will be substring, so I am connecting it using the report of affected services, right? Now next I want to fix it, so I am mentioning here immediate fix, so it will return from the report and immediate fix. Okay, now next is if I want to connect long term fixes, so for this we can perform import of long term prevention. Okay, and the final is analysis time, and it will come from the analysis time. I think done. Okay, now next I will do it to 60 times. Okay, so my routing is ready, my function is ready. Now I am creating auto alert, so for this I will create a function auto alert, and in this I will pass my the severity and here I will pass if severity is critical, then print, then what I want, that the critical incident escalation triggered. Okay, and if the severity is high, then please print me high severity to the immediate attention required. I can write that attention required. Okay, done. So I'm creating here auto alert for the severity for critical and the high. Now I will run my pipeline. Run the pipeline. So for running the pipeline, I will create a function, the run, and I will pass the incident ID. So it will come from the UUID to UUID 4. Okay. Now next is, first of all, I want Gemini analysis. So I want that Gemini analysis. So for this I am creating a Gemini response variable, and it will using the request library for post the response, and the response will come from my base URL, and the base URL is this. Okay, and I want that it will hit to Gemini slash analyze slash, and I want to run. So for running this I am creating here to invoke, and I want my response in the JSON. So JSON will be input and the input message is logs incident logs. Right, now next is, one second, if everything is working, JSON I am passing here. Oh, if dictionary, this, done. Now next is the timeout. I want 60. Okay, so this is the request for the Gemini analysis, and if the Gemini response is not 200, so if Gemini response status code is not equal to 200, then print the Gemini error. Okay, and now I want that the Gemini response dot text, and then I want the final return. Okay, and it will analysis the Gemini response JSON and its output. Okay, done. So it is ready for the Gemini analysis. We have to successfully created a pipeline of Gemini analysis, so it will hit to the base URL, and my first terminal in the there are Uvicorn server is running, and my LangServe is running, and my API has been created. So it will hit to the API, and it will return the logs, and then we have to create next our Groq for fixes suggestion. Okay, so Groq for fix suggestions. So for this I will create my Groq response variable, and it is also hit on my, it will post, and it will also hit to the base URL, then Groq, then fixes, then it will run it. Right now, next is it will return the response. The first input, and input will be, it will take the root cause, and then analysis the root cause. Now next is the severity, and then it will analysis the severity. Now next is affected services. So affected services, and it will again hit to the affected services. Now I think everything is done. Okay, so we have to set our timeout also. So timeout will be the 60-second. Done. Okay, the status code. So we have to mention the Groq response status code is not equal to the 200, then print Groq error, and then the Groq response will text, and it will return. Right now, fixes will be the Groq response dot in the JSON format, and I want the output. Okay, so done. Now the final report, we have to create the successfully 2 pipelines here. Now the final report, so the final report will be, the root cause, and it will analysis the root cause. Okay, now I think done. Okay, now next is the severity, and it will hit on the analysis and return me the severity. Okay, and then affected services. So affected services, and it will hit on the affected services, right? Now next is immediate fix. So immediate fix, so here I will click on to the immediate fix, right? Now next is long term prevention. So long term prevention, and it will hit to the fixes of long term prevention. Now next is analysis time, and it will hit to the analysis time. Okay. Now I will click on the pretty print function, and it will return final report and incident ID. Okay. Now I will click auto alert to the final report of severity. Done. Okay. I am creating the base URL, incident log, the return of the function, and auto alert. Created two pipelines for the Gemini and the Groq fixes. Done. Now I will run it. So if name is equal to the name, then it will run the pipeline. Okay. If everything is working or not. So for this, I am creating a new terminal. Now I will activate my virtual environment. Now I am writing python b.py. Okay, so requests dot Gemini dot post. Okay, so it is showing me that the message input should be a valid string input, the payment services, and the URL. Okay, so when I run the python b.py, then it is returning me the error of this, that the type of string and the log of affected services. The message is input should be a valid string, and the input is the payment services, and the URL is the pydantic and the string of type. Okay, so where is my input? I think everything is done. Okay, now if you want to connect, okay, so that's it guys. Now here, if you want to connect this application to a database, so for this I have two files also. So for this, we will connect it to, we will add here a database, right? So I will open my terminal. If you want to store all your result, the file name is first rst. Now I will reload it, and for the second terminal I will create my virtual environment. Now python second dot py. Okay, so when I run my first file, then it will open by the LangServe, and it will connect the Gemini and Groq API key as in the REST API endpoint. And when I run python second.py, then it will return my analysis report, the incident ID and the root cause and the severity and the affected services and the immediate fix and the long term prevention and what is the analysis time. Okay, so it will return the critical incident, and the acceleration is the trigger. So it is returning the proper result. What is the root cause? So it will return the redis cache connection timeout affecting payment processing, and the payment services would not establish at the connection with the redis cluster. Okay, and the severity is the critical. So I'm attaching here a SQLite database, and its name is the incident audit.db. Okay, so all the logs and all the audit information will be stored in this file. Okay, so that's it. So here uh, we will create our root cause analysis system using the LangChain, and we will create two endpoints for the Gemini and for the Groq, and then we will store all the information in our SQLite database whose the name is incidentaudit.db. Okay guys, thank you so much.